This court case is brought to you by reality. When you're slacking off, there's nothing like that brings you back, like a bottle of reality.
Well, hello, Miss Rowe.
Who's that?
Hi. Gosh, how are you doing lately?
I don't feel too good.
How so?
It just reminds me of, never mind. It's just kind of nauseous. Feel kind of cold.
Anything you've been eating lately?
No, just kind of my normal diet.
Any vomiting, nausea?
Occasionally.
When was the last time that happened?
This morning.
Have you been engaging in any sexual activities? Well, miss, there might be a possibility of you being pregnant.
And there's something in there?
Think so?
Right there.
Yes.
Okay, let's get rid of it.
No, ma'am, I cannot.
What? What? What?
Against anything I believe. This goes against the Texan law of abortion, so no, I will not get rid of it.
But, please.
No. Fine then, I'll see you in court. Are you sure you don't want to?
I hereby call this court to order for the case of Roe v. Wade from Dallas County, Texas, year 1968. Would the prosecutor please make their opening statement?
Thank you. On behalf of my client, Ms. Rowe, I present to the court a very serious issue of Texas law, that a woman does not have the choice of a legal abortion unless it is either rape or incest. This law is utterly absurd as well as thoroughly unconstitutional in that it does not allow a woman to make the private choice of what she wants to do with her body. Her body, the court will realize, is not the law's body and should therefore not be under such restrictive laws.
Thank you for your statement. Would the defendant please make their opening statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. My client and I both realize the exceptions to the anti-abortion laws. Reasons to obtain abortion, for example, incest or rape. But aborting a child under any circumstances is not just illegal, but immoral. Hence, Texas holding these laws, they are not meant to intrude a woman's private life, but instead, they're meant to protect her, as well as, giving her a good reputation. This is why my client is turned down Mrs. Rowe.
Right.
Correct?
Miss.
To give her and the father a chance for a happy family. Thank you.
Thank you for your opening statement. So, without further ado, we will proceed to the main arguments. Will the prosecutor please begin?
Thank you, Your Honor. As the defendant has recognized what my client has been offended by, and of course what the court must keep in mind now, is that the opportunity to have a family is a choice, and a rather personal and confidential choice at that. One such decision that should, in every respect, be on the final word of the woman. A word the court will find that is being ignored, and not only ignored by the doctors, but by the state as well. Any woman's choice in this matter should be kept not only free to the woman, but also fully confidential. Such an incidence of this right to choice is in violation of my client's 14th Amendment. As the amendment states, no state is authorized to put into law a piece of legislation that will compromise its residents' fundamental rights. Among said fundamental rights is the freedom of choice, a right that is being blocked from the female residents of Texas. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your argument. The court will now hear the argument of the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor. You see, my client he did not have a deceitful prejudice any sort of way in mind. He actually had the best, for her and her child. Although we all know that she probably does not want this child because her income will not allow her to have a child. We also know that this is her third child that she will bear if she is born. Dr. Wade did not mean to offend Roe in any way by denying her what she seems to say her rights, but in fact offered her two choices. One, give the child away to a family that actually love her, that have the means to support it, and whatsoever not. Two, keep the child, have the child, raise the child, so one day when you reflect back in life, you could say, I'm glad I didn't, cheat one of my own children of life. So there's lots of people in society who can't bear a child for whatever reason, ovulation problems, disease, cancer, and they want their own child. Who are we to cheat them of that right? If they want a child, we should be able to give them one. Not through saying that, it's just a baby producing machine or whatnot. But just, we can't cheat those people that want a child that can't make one. And this is why my client has denied Roe of her abortion. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your main argument. Will the prosecutor please stand and deliver their closing statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. In closing, I would care to address the court and leave them with the obvious direction in which they need to vote. Choice has always been a fundamental right in the United States of America, as this freedom is what our nation was originally founded on. So I say, let us, here in this room, continue this fine tradition and abolish all abortion laws to allow women to have their freedom of choice, to allow them their right of acting upon themselves what they deem to be proper.
Thank you for your closing statement. Please be seated. Will the defendant please rise and give their closing statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. Now let's think real quick. Whose choice are we really taking away? The families that want the children, or just Ms. Roe? Well, think about this. What if the child that we are killing off grows up, to find out some new supply of energy that can help benefit the whole world? What if it becomes some doctrine and literary major and can help benefit her more than her dreams can imagine? And by the Constitution, if we're willing to go that far, the life of the child is automatically protected by our Constitution. Therefore, we must give it a life because it is a citizen by all means. So please, vote for the anti-abortion laws. Not for me, not for Dr. Wade, not for Ms. Roe, but for our future generations. Thank you.
Thank you for your statements. Court will adjourn to make a decision on this matter.
Bye, Mom. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay, honey, be safe.
How could you send her off to her boyfriend's house? It's not meant to be safe.
Hey, I supplied her with some of these.
Okay.
Trojan brand condiments.
Remember, no glove, no love.
Hey, handsome. Court holds that after we, grand judges, have deliberated, there is a 7-2 majority rule holding in favor of Ms. Rowe. The rule holds that you may have an abortion in any account, not just rape or incest. The court further holds that this decision abolishes any anti-abortion laws that are currently in existence. Court is adjourned.
Rowe was a single pregnant woman in Texas who began her case on December 13, 1971. The case was decided on January 22, 1973. Although she had already had her child by this time, the case still stood for the woman's rights. The reason our group chose the Roe versus Wade case because even though Roe's right to the abortion was annulled by the time the case made it through, it is still respected as a major decision in the advancement of women's rights. Also, it shows the tenderness the subject always brings with it and how even the legal system has danced around eggshells.